What's up, everybody? It's Gaming Diva here, and welcome back to another episode of Dream Daddy, a dad dating simulator. Now, last episode we went on Brian's first date, so I've decided that we're probably going to do Brian's first, second, and third date in a row, and then we'll move on to another character after that. But I'm excited for a second date because it's fishing, and I love fishing! So let's just jump right in. While I'm doing my afternoon word jumbles, I hear the mail truck pull through the cul-de-sac. I wonder if we got any coupons today. The nice mailman slides a couple of letters and a large yellow envelope through the slot. It takes a couple of tries for them to get it in. Ayo. Hey, my coupons! I take a closer look at the large yellow envelope. I lightly knock on Amanda's door. She probably has headphones on. Amanda? She yells through the door. What? I have something for you. I'm kinda busy right now. Can you come back later? Okay, just thought you'd want this big old envelope from HIA.
Hi.
Immediately, Amanda pushes her door open. Horn Institute for the Arts? I mean, if you're busy, I can come back. Father, please. I hand her the envelope, which she tears open with her teeth. That's probably bad for your teeth. She doesn't seem to hear me and spits out a piece of the envelope. She pulls out a letter and unfolds it. And? The suspense is killing me. This is her dream school. Amanda's face is unreadable. I can't believe this. Oh, honey. It's okay if you didn't... I got in! Oh! I got in! Amanda tosses the letter aside and gives me a big hug. Congrats, sweetie. That's amazing. I'm so proud of you. She pulls away and looks at the letter again. Oh my god. I can't believe I got in! Well, of course you got in. You're a great student. You nailed that interview, and your photography is incredible. Wait, Dad. I know this one's really expensive, and it's so far away. I think for a moment. HIA is one of the more expensive schools that Amanda applied to, but I know she had her heart set on it for the longest time. It'll be tough, but we're gonna make it work. Really? Of course. Amanda hugs me again. Thanks, Dad. Okay, sweetie, we're celebrating tonight. Dinner, your choice, wherever you want.
Got this.
Wherever? Amanda and I walk along the bayside. Oh, this is a nice scene. Okay. Tearing into our foil-wrapped burritos from a nearby food truck. You could have chosen anywhere in Maple Bay. Cost was not a determining factor. Please, Dad, you know I'm a simple gal. Just give me a Rito with a view. Can't say I'm mad. Amanda and I sit down at a patch of grass and watch ships sail lazily through the bay.
Yes.
And the dorms are right near a bunch of cafes, and there are all these galleries nearby, and there's a discount if you bring your student ID, and... Amanda, slow down. You're gonna choke on your burrito. I know, I'm just excited. Did I mention that students get their own studio space once they're seniors? And we get all the professional photo editing software for free. It's nice to see Amanda so enthusiastic about HIA, but I wish she wouldn't do it in between bites of her burrito. I thought I taught her to chew with her mouth closed. I wonder who my roommate's gonna be. You take a survey online, and they match you with someone who has a similar major and interests. I bet we're gonna be best friends. Craig and I were. A good roommate can be a lifelong friend. But don't even get me started on bad roommates. Oh no. I'm just kidding. We didn't have a bad roommate. Our only other roommate was a puppy that Craig brought home one night. What? We spent the semester fabricating a story about our foreign exchange student who had a really bad cough that sounded exactly like a dog's bark. Carl ruled.
Yes.
Oh, they let you have animals in the dorms if you get a note saying you need one. I bet I could forge one. I think I'd get a rabbit, or maybe a snake, or maybe both. Would the snake eat the rabbit though? Oh boy. I think I'll leave that all up to you. She's so excited. I don't want to disappoint her, but I need to be real with her for a second. So, you know, I had a talk with Mr. Vega. He didn't tell you about the dumpster fire, did he? What? No. I don't want to put a damper on your good news, but I need you to knock it out of the park these last few months of school, okay? If you really want to go to Horns, we need that scholarship money. I know you can do it. Okay. I promise I'll try harder. I pat her on the back. Think you can handle a 14-hour drive to come home for the holidays? There's going to be some treacherous ice roads to cross. And don't even get me started on the paranormal occurrences. Well, it'll be worth it if I get to see you. My eyes immediately well up with tears. Oh, Dad, don't cry. Sorry, I'm just very, very proud of you. You're all grown up now. You're such a good person, and I hope you know how important you are to me. Dad, stop. You're gonna make me cry too. It's too late, honey. It's happening. Dad, I can't get tears in my burrito. It's gonna make it taste sad. I pull Amanda in for a hug and kiss her on the forehead. Love you, kiddo. Love you too, Pops. Aw, that was super sweet. Let's see.
Welcome.
Dad tip number 32. I always miss those. It loads so fast that I can't read them. Okay, but as I said, we're gonna do Brian's second date. We're gonna go fishing, I think, and it'll be a blast. Sleep is important. Make sure you're getting enough. I read it! I finally got to read one. Oh, if life gives you lemons, parsley, onions, and eggs, make a really nice omelet. These dad tips are the best. Oh, I have a message from Brian. Hey, Daisy and I are going fishing tomorrow. Are you in or out? Oh, his attitude, okay. Oh no, I've been dreading this day. I accidentally boasted about my abilities as a fisherman to Brian. Now he's challenging me to another dad-off. I've been doing my fishing research online, but I'm nowhere close to being an expert. Still though, I have to accept. I type back to Brian. Sounds great, man. Super excited to catch all those fish. Make sure your mower is in good working order, because you're going to be all over my lawn this weekend. Oh, that'll show him. Oh, I'm sure it will. Brian responds back, letting me know that tomorrow he'll pick us up at an hour I'd previously forgotten existed. Man, that's going to be a rough start. Amanda comes into the room from the kitchen, eating a cheese stick by biting a piece of it off. Wait, whoa. Is she biting it piece by piece? No, you're supposed to tear it. That's awful. Okay, like some kind of monster. I didn't raise you like that. What? It's called string cheese, not chompy cheese, for a reason, Amanda. Did you just call me in here to criticize my controversial string cheese eating technique or what? No, Amanda, we have to go fishing tomorrow. Well, you have to go fishing tomorrow. I get to play with Brian's dog. How do I become a master of fishing overnight? You went fishing in the Girl Scouts, didn't you? Nope. My stint in the Girl Scouts was brief and purely transactional. I thought I could get free cookies, but I didn't know you had to, like, be outside and tie knots and stuff. But I have to be Brian. Dad, let me tell you a story. Do you remember last summer how I applied for a job at the coffee shop across town? Give me a refresher. During the interview, they asked me if I knew how to work an espresso machine, and I really wanted the job, so I lied and said yes. On that first morning, there was a line out the door, and within a half hour, I severely burned my hand, and they told me to go home and never come back. I still have the scar from that. Of course I remember. What does this have to do with fishing? The burn is a metaphor, Dad. I don't get it. You can lead a horse to the water. What do horses have to do with fish and burns? Dad, please, I don't get your obsession with competing against Brian. You wouldn't understand. It's a dad thing. Please, try explaining it to me. Okay, Brian's he just thinks he's so much better than me, and he purposely reminds me of it whenever he can. It's like he has to one-up me. I have to beat him at his own game. Is that what you think is happening here? No, Amanda. Okay, good. I know that's what's happening. Alright, Pops. We should both be getting some sleep. See you in the morning. Night, Panda. Oh no, this is not gonna be good. Oh, I brush my teeth and throw on some pajamas. I climb into bed, set my alarm, and close my eyes. Okay, sleep. I have a feeling it's really not gonna be able to sleep. I am wide awake. I'm pretty sure it's like 8 o'clock, so I think you're okay. But, I can't help but think about the last time I went fishing, hoping there's something that I can glean from it to give me an edge over Brian. I was about 9 years old. My dad woke me up one morning and told me to get dressed and meet him downstairs. It was still dark out. I had no idea what was going on, but before I knew it, we were both alone on a freezing cold lake. I had to sit there for hours while it got hot and muggy, the air thick with bugs. I picked at mosquito bites while my dad sat in stony silence, fishing pole in one hand, beer in the other. We didn't catch anything. On the long drive home, my father bought me a pack of cigarettes and didn't say anything. Wait, what? That didn't help. I think I have some repressed sadness about my father. I'll deal with that later. Oh, that's a nice looking scene, though. I'm sitting on a boat in the middle of a body of water. I can't see any land, but I know it's a lake. The water is placid and still. I'm holding a fishing pole. I don't understand why, but it feels like my life depends on catching a fish right now. I cast my lure into the water and wait. And wait. And wait. My whole life is being filled with hopelessness as I watch the line disappear into the depths below. You used the wrong lure. I look up and see my father, just as he looked that one cold morning, disapproving. I panic now, pull the lure up and try to grab a different one, but all the lures in the tackle box are the exact same. I look up to my father for guidance, but he's gone. I try casting again, but I can't hold my footing. The boat tips over and I fall into the water. Sinking further and further, I see multitudes of fish that had been lying just below the surface, all swimming around me as if to taunt me. One fish swims up to me. It has Brian's eyes. You gotta fish using a neutral buoyancy lure if you're trying to catch trout, buddy. Oh god. So he had a nightmare about this fishing thing that he's about to go on. That's great. I jolt awake to the sound of my alarm. It's fishing day. That would explain the weird dream. I groggily slip into clothes and get ready. I spot Amanda's door half open and still see her curled up in a mountain of blankets. Walking over to her bed, I give her a tiny kiss on the forehead. Fishing day, kiddo. You ready? Also, I do want to say something. I'm playing through Life is Strange right now, and this kind of looks like the string of photos that Max has in her dorm. That's kind of weird. I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but either way, it's cool. No. Well, you gotta get up. I can't do this without you. Also, stop sleeping in your clothes. Amanda pulls her comforter over her head. Never. Amanda? I'll get up in a minute. Alright, Brian should be here in 20, so you better not just be going back to sleep. Amanda sticks her head through the blanket to wave me away. I leave her in her room and make myself some coffee and another cup with lots of cream and sugar for Amanda, whenever she gets up. Amanda eventually wanders in and chugs the coffee while I do word jumbles. I hear the doorbell ring. That must be Brian. Still rubbing our eyes, we walk outside to see Brian. He's decked out in fishing gear. Daisy's falling asleep next to him. Early bird gets the worm, buddy. You ready to fish? I was born ready. My eyes narrow in on Brian. It's a good day to die. Hop on in, guys. Let's get this fishing party started. I walk over to the driver's side door and open it. Woof, woof. Brian's dog immediately hops into the driver's seat, wagging his tail furiously. Can I see your license, sir? Maxwell, let Diva sit. Maxwell obediently hops into the back to cuddle with Daisy. Amanda settles in next to Maxwell and Daisy and immediately falls asleep. You ready for an adventure? I'm ready for glory. I struggle to stay awake as we drive to the outskirts of town. Country music plays quietly from the radio as we watch trees pass by. So, where exactly are we heading? Wait, he's driving and he doesn't know where he's going? It's about an hour north of here. Little spot I've been going to since I was a kid. My dad used to take me there all the time. I don't think anybody else knows about it. I brought everything we need so that we can catch some trout, have a nice little fire, and enjoy the nature. My fishing pole is in the shop, getting it tuned up. Do you maybe have an extra that I could borrow? Yeah, because you gotta tune up your fishing pole at least once a year. Makes it work so much better. But of course, it's probably not as nice as it sounds like yours is, though. Right. Am I digging a hole here? Yeah, you are. I stare out at the forest lining the highway. The sun is just barely over the horizon, scattering dusky pink light through the trees. For a split second, I spot a deer grazing on the side of the road before it leaps back into the bush. After a nice, quiet drive, Brian eventually tells me to pull off the highway and onto the dirt road. The car bumps along until we reach a clearing that opens up to a magnificent lake. Well, here we are. I thought it was going to be the same lake as him when he was a kid, that little nightmare that he had, but guess not. I step out of the car and help Brian unload the gear as Maxwell runs around at us, barking. The kids wake up and wander to the shore where Daisy tries to teach Amanda how to skip rocks. Brian and I carry the tackle boxes and the cooler down to the edge of the lake, where he has a canoe waiting. Are we all going to fit in that canoe? Alright. Ah, great. It's still in one piece. Hold on. Help me out, Maxwell. I help Brian place a tiny dog-sized life vest onto Maxwell. Ow! At least they're being safe. Alright, your turn. Brian hands me a lime green life vest. Maybe if I fall in, you'll save me. I can swim, thanks, or no thanks. Both of these sound like really snarky, like, I can swim, thanks, like, I don't need your life vest. And no thanks is just like, yeah, no thanks, like, I'm good. But the kids are off at the shore, so maybe I could say something a little more risque to them. Yeah, whatever. Maybe if I fall in, you'll save me. If I'm falling in, I'm counting on you to rescue me. Oh, he likes that response. Suit yourself. Brian turns to Amanda and Daisy, who are still skipping rocks. Thank God they didn't hear me just hit on her dad. You kids want to fish? I'm good with just throwing rocks into the water. Amanda hurls a rock into the pond with gusto. Yeah, take that, water. Amanda, you're supposed to be skipping them. Is that what we're doing? Daisy, don't you want to fish? I think catching fish is kind of inhumane. We're gonna go explore the woods and look at bugs and stuff. Alright, be safe. Don't go too far. Also, it's just gonna be me and him fishing on the boat. And probably Maxwell too, but Brian puts the life vest around himself and we throw all of our equipment into the canoe. Maxwell happily jumps in and takes his place looking over the front of the boat. See, now this boat could fit a dog and 2 people, so I feel better about that because I feel like it would just sink if there was 4 of us on it. But, whatever. I get into the canoe as Brian shoves off. We paddle together to get ourselves out into the middle of the lake. Most freshwater fish usually feed at dusk and dawn, which is why I had to get you up so early. Yeah, I know. It's perfectly common fisherman knowledge after all. Stop acting like you know how to fish. Fisherman knowledge that I'm knowledgeable about that stuff. Still a gambling man? Oh, you know it. No! Let's see who can catch more fish. You can catch more than one? Sounds easy enough to me. What's on the line? Why do you keep betting on things that you know you're not gonna win? Besides all the fish I'm gonna catch, obviously. I was thinking something a little more high stakes than mowing the lawn. Custody of our children? Oh my god, more than that. Let's say, if I win, I get your Weed Whacker. Oh, it's going down! Weed Whacker 2000. That's a limited edition. But if you win, you get my pole saw, the Reach and Cut 3000. The cordless version? That's the one. Shit, the Reach and Cut 3000 is state of the art. My Weed Whacker is a prized possession, but there are those hard to reach branches in the back of the yard that have been begging for a pruning. You're on. We shake on it. Oh no, I'm gonna lose my Weed Whacker too! I suddenly remember that I don't know how to fish. My foolish fatherly pride will one day be my undoing. I watch as Brian ties the lure and does some stuff that I can't quite follow with this fishing pole. He casts it into the lake. Oh boy, now I have to do that? I stare down at the tackle box and at the pole in my hand. Put some bait on the hook, insult the fish, stretch before physical activity. Oh, obviously we're just gonna... Hey, he likes that response too! We're doing so good on this day. Just saying. I fish a worm from the styrofoam container Brian bought. It's slippery, but I think I can get it onto the hook if I just focus. Oh god, I'm bleeding. Oh god, the blood's everywhere! The worm's not on the hook! Need some help? No, I meant to do that. The blood attracts the fish. They can smell it up to a mile away, you know. I'm pretty sure you're talking about sharks, but yeah, I think that's sharks. No, that's definitely fish. Now what? Perform a fish mating call, tie a knot or something, meditate. Well, we're gonna tie a knot. See, I know how to fish. My character might not know how to fish, but I kinda know how to fish. I take my pole and try to tie an elaborate looking knot to impress Brian. The classic hunter's bend. I learned that one in my youth. Yep, this one isn't coming apart anytime soon. With this knot, I will cast my heavenly line upon the unsuspecting water and deliver us a bountiful harvest. I look over at Brian. He doesn't seem to be paying attention. Let us cast this sucker. I pull my rod back and launch the lure as hard as I can. And the lure flies off the line and sails far, far away, landing in the lake with a loud sploosh. Sorry, I judged the wind speed wrong. This cold air drives the pressure down. Go ahead and take my pole. I know it's hard switching to a new pole you're not used to. I'll fix up another lure. Now, I can't tell if he's just being nice, like if he knows that we were just totally lying about everything, or if he's really just, like, not noticing this at all. Brian hands me his pole with a smile, and I just sit there, feeling like an idiot. Yeah, that was pretty dumb. Whoa! This is a minigame. It is. Yep, okay. Fishing around here is easy. They group up. All you gotta do is line up 3 of the same. So it's like Candy Crush! Okay! I need to match 3 of the same species, huh? Oh, I'm trying to like look at this now as he's like talking. I can't tell them apart. Match that fish! Oh no. Wait, oh god, no.
Match of the day!
Okay. What is happening? Oh my god, okay. Can I move it this? Okay, no, I get it. Kind of. One of the achievements is to score like 2,000 points on this? That's dumb. Oh, that one. There we go. They look very similar though. I don't appreciate this like at all. Oh no.
Nice match.
Nice match. Okay, these guys. Oh no, I meant to go that way. I meant to go that. Oh no. How much time? Oh, we're out of time. Good work. Oh god, the achievement is to get 2,000 points? I got 600! Oh, he totally beat me. Shit. Wow, this is way tougher than I thought. I look over to Brian, who's smiling and obviously enjoying his time out on the lake. I will crush him. Suddenly, the fishing pole jumps from my hand. I reflexively tug upwards. I think I've got something big. The tip of the pole dips down repeatedly and the line starts to run. Reel it in. I finally get the fish right up next to the boat. It's a long, beautiful rainbow trout. Brian hands me the net. It's all yours. I lean down and notice that my hands are shaking with excitement. This fish is bigger than all the other ones Brian caught. Yeah! Okay. That pole is mine. Oh, and he's in the water. The entire canoe tips over. I find myself sinking into the lake. I should have taken the life vest. All of a sudden, I'm embraced under the water and pulled into Brian's arms. Yes! He's saving us! I'm finally dragged upwards, sputtering water. All of our gear floats into the surface. Maxwell doggy paddles around us in circles, having a great time.
About that.
You alright? Does that count as one? Well, seeing as all of our fish are now swimming back in the lake, I guess so. Brian laughs. Let's get you to shore. Brian and I flip the canoe back over and fill it with our now soaking wet gear. We row back to the shore with Maxwell in tow. Once we get to the beach, hey, yeah! Okay, once we get to the beach, Maxwell darts off into the woods. Brian takes off his shirt. Dots of lake water glisten in the sun across his strong back. Man, all that general contracting must have built that guy like an ox. I hope he doesn't notice me staring. I'm gonna get a fire going so we can dry off. Wanna hand me yours? Yeah, okay. I reluctantly take off my own shirt and toss it to Brian. I suddenly wish I'd done more sit-ups in my life. Or sit-ups at all, really. Just another thing you bested me in. Stupid sexy Brian. Stupid sexy Flanders! Oh, yes, okay. You might as well fry that shirt up. Seems like it's the only lunch we'll have. The day's young. We can fish from the shore. Once Brian gets the fire going, I sit and try to dry off my pants. Brian sets a couple of lures out by the water's edge. We're probably gonna have to put the kibosh on the competition for now. Until another day. My stomach growls. You hungry? Oh, I'm fine. Brian reaches into his cargo shorts and pulls out a few granola bars. I have a small child. I am flushed with snacks. Brian joins me by the fire and I accept the cargo short granola. And now, we're back to waiting. Where did the girls get off to? Shouldn't they be back by now? Nah, I wouldn't worry about it too much. They're a couple of smart kids. That's why I'm worried about it. They're too smart. They've probably established a small rural government by this point and installed themselves as leaders. They probably have. They are both really smart. I take a look around the sun cresting the tree line, casting the entire lake in warm golden glow. The forest seems to be coming alive now. Birds chirp in the distance. Wow, nature's beautiful. The mosquito bites me. I slap the back of my neck and curse. Nature sucks. Here you go, bud. Brian hands me a bottle of bug spray. I begrudgingly take it and douse myself. Ugh, I've always hated how this stuff smells. Really? I always kind of like it. Reminds me of being outside. Maybe you and I have different sentiments of the outdoors. Maxwell comes up to us bounding a huge stick in his mouth. He drops it at my feet and looks at me expectantly. Let's see, throw the stick towards the woods, fake it out and fake out throw it, okay. Break the stick in half to assert your dominance. We would never do that! Maxwell's so cute! But, let's just throw the stick. Oh! I'm getting all sorts of hearts and eggplants on this date, just saying. I hurl the stick as hard as I can towards the tree line. Maxwell bolts after it, running as fast as his stubby little legs can carry him. Which, consequently, is not very fast. It's very cute, though. Nice throw, Diva. I turn away so he can't see me blush. Maxwell brings the stick back to me, clearly proud of himself. Good boy, Maxwell. You're a very good and speedy boy. You're the world champ of fetch. It's time for the pets. What's the plan? Let's see, butt pats. Butt pats never do fail. Scratch behind the ear, rub that belly. Butt pats. Oh! More hearts and eggplants. I give Maxwell a few good pats on his backside. While I'm playing with Maxwell, fish begin routinely pulling on Brian's lines. I watch Brian effortlessly fillet the fish, squeezing a bit of lemon on them and frying them up in a cast iron pan. Before we know it, we have a feast fit for a couple of shirtless dudes. Amanda and Daisy emerge from the woods, looking totally unscathed. Oh, Dad Bod Patrol. I'm gonna have to issue both a citation and demand you both put your shirts on. There are children present. Brian tosses me my now dry shirt and I pull it over my head, thankful that I will no longer be distracted by Brian and his pecs. Where have you guys been? Studying entomology. What? We were playing with bugs. I expected you guys to be more covered in, like, mud and stuff. Daisy looks offended. What do you take me for? A child? I mean, she's 10. Amanda puts a hand on Daisy's shoulder. Right. We take a seat around the fire and Brian serves us all generous piles of fish on paper plates. It's absolutely delicious. Why does he have to be so good at everything? Fish taste okay? Daisy and Amanda both nod furiously, mouths full of fish. It's incredible. I've never had fish this good. Yeah, it's great. Old Harding family recipe. Why are your pants wet? Well, Amanda, we were out in the lake and then I accidentally tipped the boat over. What? But he knows that I tipped the boat over. Aww. Don't worry, all the gear floated to the surface, so we didn't lose anything. Right, Diva? Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I can't believe he just covered for me. Me either! Gosh, he even out-humbles me. He's trying to beat me at everything, including my own world-famous sense of hospitality. We finish our fish and end up playing catch with Maxwell for a little while before we decide to head out. After cleaning up the camp, we pack our station wagon and let Maxwell into the back seat. The poor pup falls asleep in a cuddle puddle with Amanda and Daisy. They've had a long day. Been an ordeal day, bud. Let me drive you guys home. I want to prove that I'm the most awake dad on the block, but yeah, I'm beat. Fine. As we drive away, I take one last look at the lake disappearing behind us and smile. I rest my head against the window and a low rumble of the dirt road beneath us lulls me into a peaceful sleep. Hey, sleepyhead. I open my eyes and realize that I had dozed off in the car. I self-consciously wipe a bit of drool off my chin. Oh, hey, I was resting my eyes. Just in case we suddenly have to jump into any sort of conflict, so I'm super awake for it. And ready to fight. With my strong arms. It's all good. You earned some rest, buddy. Thanks for coming out with us today. I had a lot of fun with you. Thanks for inviting us. I also had fun, actually. Glad to hear it. Take it easy, yeah? You too. Take it the easiest. Brian chuckles to himself as he unloads the car. Amanda and I get inside and immediately collapse onto the couch. Long day. Yep. I was so close to that pole saw. Pole saw? Yeah, Brian and I were competing to see who could catch the most fish, and... Ugh, stop. Why do you care so much? Manda Panda, just look at that guy. He's obviously got my number and he's rubbing it in my face.
Aww.
Dad, I love you. But you're kinda dumb sometimes. Dumb? Or clearly the superior dad. You know what? I don't have any of the energy required to properly unpack your weird fixation with asserting your masculinity. I'm going to bed. Night. Amanda slides off the couch and face down onto the floor. I'm a tired slug. Amanda, that floor is disgusting. I don't care. Well, night, honey. Night, Pops. Oh, yeah. Oh, please. Our dad points were so low. I think we still got an S, though. Yes, we did.
How to make a dad blush.
Yeah, dude. What? Alright, and I guess that is going to do it for this episode of Dream Daddy, a dad dating simulator. Now, we went on our second date, and I did bad. Again, I mean, I'm just really not good at these mini date games. Oh, but maybe someone else's games will be easier. I don't know. I mean, yeah. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, have a wonderful day, and I'll see all of you in the next video or the next date. Bye-bye.